Alright, what's up y'all? This is Jam and Sam, and my FL Studio is freezing for some reason. Hold on. But we're finalizing the DK1 soundtrack. And now that we've got all the tracks done, and I've redone a couple of them that were just like too far under the bus to save. So here we are, and I've taken the liberty of going ahead and like using aquatic ambience as like a sample, like a test subject. And so what I've done is I put a bunch of I've updated the mixing, and I've also made it sort of sound like a 90s vinyl disc, so it has that warmth to it. Like it would if it was like released on disc and on vinyl in the 90s. Like it sort of has that, you know how like when house music has like a certain sound, certain compressed sound. But this is like my attempt at recreating that using JB Ferox. It's a tape simulation plugin. So let's take a listen to that. Wait, hold on. My the stream is lagging because it's in 48K. Let's give me a minute for that. Let's see. First stream of 2020, baby. All right. I'm here. Absolutely. Hello. I noticed something. It's supposed to echo 3 times, but oh, I'll look into that later. Alright, so right now we're focusing on the first game. Wasn't the cassette more popular in the 90s? I don't know. I was like a little baby. I don't remember. But there's just a sound, like when I listen to 90s house music, there's like a sound to it, like a crunch, that I wanted to try to recreate. Basically just so it's not so clean and so like crisp sounding. Like that it just sounds kind of raw. But so let's take a listen to what I mean here. I think we've got, it's at 41 now. Take a listen to this. Somebody said there's a YouTube compression masking that, so you can't hear all the gritty little details, but it sounds good to me anyway. So we're gonna export that later, and now let's go on to the next alphabetical one in the list, which is Bad Boss Boogie. They're too protective of their IPs. I think they I don't know if Nintendo would deem it worth their time to take the project down. But I mean, I'd rather not take that chance, but you know, keep what we've got going on now. This is FL Studio. This is FL Studio. Will you be restoring the unused version of the boss theme? Nah. Why? That's no need for that. Oh, we've got some plugins missing. All right. Let's see. Let's just see what it sounds like. That orchestra hit sounds a little loud too. And very distorted. We don't need all that going on. Can't have that. Dun. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Just wondering where all those high frequencies were. And it does sound like it's off key. I think. It's like right here. They still sound weird. It's like the hit. I think the hit needs to be. But the compressor doesn't work well for this purpose. We need it to have an envelope. There's the want that hit to have like a really strong slam. There we go. Right about there. Whoop. Ah, here's part of our problem. That should make it sound a lot better. Now, the out of tune thing. This is the first note that I'm trying to tune it to. Whoop. I think that's right. What's the tune of this anyway? So it should match what this is. But I had the tune of that. It didn't matter. And I guess whatever G tune is not going to help us. Nope. Whoops, wrong one. Didn't mean to do that. Let me guess, we're back at 48K. Yep, we are back at 48K. Alright, time to Alright, now let's pull up our backup and see what we lost. Take a shot every time SPC tool crashes. Oh no. Not for the amount of time we're spending on this stream. I would be wasted. Alright, so it looks like we didn't lose much. And I can't figure out what that note is because there's not enough information. Not enough, clear enough note information. It's not supposed to be that loud either. And I'm not quite convinced this is the right hit. Anyway, so I'm going to look for a different hit next time we take a break. So we'll ignore that for now and just focus on everything else. Have a let me go through this piece by piece. I have a mixing track already set up for that lead guitar. That's beautiful. Alright, and since that already sounds pretty crunchy, let's ignore it on like the whole tape cassette simulation thing, and let's go to the toms. And now with the R8, those already have like a kind of compressed like tape sound on them because the R8 is like has that kind of sound to it. Doesn't like the original too high. It's supposed to be higher. Like it's supposed to have higher frequencies. We want to hear those higher frequencies so that it feels more higher quality, because of, like, part of the compression is that it takes off some of those higher frequencies that we want to hear. And if this were a real guitar, we would want to hear some of those high frequencies. Maybe I could shave it off a little bit. Not much. No more than that. No, the MP3s are not the final version. We're updating them right now. No updates on mining melancholy. I haven't had time to look for all those sounds, and we have plenty to do. So let's see what's going on with the. So the toms are good. Yeah. Now the bass. The bass needs some work. Yeah, there we go. Give it that thump. Yeah. Let me check that on the. Yeah. That sounds awesome, and now we just need some tape simulation effect. I'm going to delete these because I know I don't need them. So here we break out JB Ferox. You can see it in action. And now let's say that, so take the tape speed down so it doesn't sound so perfect. Give it some feedback from the too much feedback and you get with that. We just want a little bit, especially for if something's gonna pluck like this. Yeah. We want a lot of tape a lot of saturation. And we want it to stay at the same level that it was, so let's take the level down. Perfect. I'm gonna be nitpicky on Fear Factory. Ooh, looking forward to that. Yeah, Fear Factory is definitely one of the tougher ones. All right, let's go. Like, I might want a little bit more crunch on the. Definitely keep that lower. There we go, lower frequencies. So much saturation. All right, that sounds good to me. Now, the snare. That's going to be one I'm going to be picky about. But why isn't it playing? What? Why doesn't it play? Weird. Oh wait, there it goes. Oh, it's like a... What is this then? I guess that's the timpani snare. That already sounds so good. Yeah, I think that since that's the R8, it already has some like tape sound on it, so it doesn't need anything else. And this thing right here, I don't know what even goes here. It must be that timpani that's like using the snare. That doesn't need to be here. Alright, so I don't know what that goes to. I think that's that timpani, wherever it is. Which would be, where would it be? Yeah, that's that snare. So it should be playing. No, wait. But see, it still sounds good even in that channel, so I'm just going to leave it there. Unless... Yeah, that sounds good like that. I don't need this other channel. Or whatever that is. I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure what that is, so I'm not going to remove it just yet. Seems like it's not being used. But, oh yeah, I almost forgot. One thing with Ferox is that it like gives you some latency with some tracks. So what we got to do is see how much, like, use plug-in delay compensation to see how much latency it's given. Maybe not so much that much saturation. There we go. That's fine right there. Now, so what we're gonna do is turn on the metronome so that we can see. Hear how it sounds very offbeat. So we're gonna use the limiter to see. So pay attention to where the clicks are, is like where these right here are where the bass should start. See, it's starting way back there. It's starting way back here, so we want to delay it so it starts at the same time. So I would say 100. Let's start out with 100 milliseconds. Still not enough. Let's say 200. So that's a little bit too much. So let's say 175. Alright, that's on beat. Well, not, you know, it's a weird beat, but it's on the metronome click. Now let's go to, let's see what else. We didn't really do that for anything else, so we're good. That's a perfectly healthy peak right there. And so now let's go back to the kick. And about the mixing on this. I think it sounds too, just let it ring out. Make sure the kick and the bass are remain the same volume. Alright, it sounds good. Yeah, that's that for that. Let's go do the strings, which don't happen until later. I think I want it to be louder though. That's good. It already has some tape sound on it, so I don't think we need all that. I think this one sounds good too, like it has a good tape sound on it too. We'll see what the whole thing sounds like if we need more. The U20, yeah, these are both from the U20. No, this one's from the SC80, SC55. They both already have good tape sounds on them. Just wondering, why are you remaking this piece? I did, but I'm updating the mixing. I'm making it, because like a lot of it didn't sound so good. It could have sounded better. We're finalizing everything to update, like make the mixing really sound up to date. It's an audiophile thing. So yeah, that sounds good. Let's move on to the bongo, which is the, already has a really good tone to it because it's from the R8. I love that reverb, man. What reverb? That's TSAR. I would like to have that reverb for the whole thing. Yeah, we already do have that reverb for the whole thing. Now, I'm not so sure about this one. Let me tweak this a bit. Yeah, I get that real grit sound. Maybe not so loud. And not so much highs either. Yeah, that's a good tone right there. And It's supposed to combine with the bass to make it sort of like some of the DK3. We can't do Waterworld, we're missing a sound. Otherwise I would have definitely done that one already. Hello, I'm here and I love your restorations I recently. Oh, nice. Introduced your son to Donkey Kong Country. Train him young. There you go. But do you like DK1 or DK2 better? I like DK2 better in a lot of ways. But they were both special. But dude, listen to that bass, man. The bass with the guitar. Damn, nice. Alright. And the last thing is that hit, which I think we said we're gonna look for more sound. It might just sound bad because it's on the wrong sample from that pack. So let me listen to that again and see if I can get the tuning right. Why can I never get it again? Sounds like that's the right. Yeah, that sounds like the right one, but when I opened it, it didn't sound like it. Might be a different one, I don't know. We'll have to look for that. But for now, this is good. Let's hear it in the full swing. don't know why this one sounds offbeat. Let me see. It's on beat. Let me check every track, make sure it's on beat. Wait a minute. That almost sounds like the Mining Melancholy hit. Let me load that in a clean channel. Why don't you play? Now it's got too much, it's not long enough. I can tell there's like some modulation going on in there. No, there's not. That sounds like it. That might be the one we need for Mining Melancholy. Because it kind of sounds like a steel drum. It kind of sounds like that. Probably needs that string sample though. Yeah, there's like a high pass filter on it. Yeah, look, there's a high pass filter now. And that's got a string sample on it too, I can tell. Let me see. If we go and take this one out, use this one instead. Maybe not so much of a high pass. I think that might be the one we're looking for. Because because it's already got a string sample on it, and I can kind of see it. Yeah, I'm gonna plug that into mining melancholy, see how it works. Let me save this for now, and then we'll get back to the task at hand. All right. Now this might not be the sample we're looking for, but I think we've got everything else in order. So let's save that. All right. Which is the source of that hit? That's the Ensoniq TS10 is the source of that. All right. So now with that song done, we're gonna come back to. I'm gonna come back to when I take a break, but let's go to the bonus music. All right. Oh wow. Oh wait, that was that marimba I kind of forgot to configure. Wait a minute. Here we go. Alright, so that's good. Everything's in order. Let's sort of dive in closer to what all the channels. Dun dun dun. That sort of has the warmth that I'm looking for. I think we're good on that. Why does it have delay, 3D delay 2? Let me update that for a second. Much better. And the this thing right here. Yeah, we're just touching them all up. So let's see. Now this needs a bit of warming up, and it could do with a little more saturation knob because it's kind of raw. It's a synth, so yeah, bring that. Let's go to Ferox then. Ooh, I love that crunch. I like Convolver as the reverb for this because it has like a uh it has like a dreamy sound. Oh no, this sounds gross right here. I don't like it. Alright, so let's get Ferox on this first of all. And then for the guitar sound, the clean jazz guitar, I forgot to so what I'm gonna do here is let me see where's let me put a note at the beginning for the jazz guitar. So it's got that looks like about 100 milliseconds of delay. Perfect. All right, let's remove that and everything should be fine. All right, now to the bass. Ooh, it's sounding better already. Not so much saturation on this one. And I think we're going to need the same as before, about 175. Even way more than that. Oh wait, I did that on the, never mind. 175. Perfect. Wait, maybe not so perfect. I think we need a little more. 200 maybe. No, wait. Less. 150. Perfect. Maybe a little bit less. So you can see it's kind of poking out there. There we go. And we don't want this to peak higher than 3, especially with the kick. Now we have to like gauge it with the kick. So I want it to peak at around 6.5. Alright, pretty good. Let me give one final listen to that. But I don't want it to stop so abruptly like that. So let's give it some... Let's just let it ring out all the way. Because it sounds weird for it to stop so abruptly like that. What was that flutter like that though? Oh, it's fluctuating the... There we go. Alright, pretty good. Let's see now the monkey sounds are gonna be kind of weird. Because those are actually the sounds from the game. So we're trying to make them sound like they have more quality than they do. I'm not planning on doing any other games once I finish the soundtrack. That's not on my agenda. I don't like any other games. At least not any other SNES games. Or not enough to do this. Yeah, we can fix up Northern Hemisphere when we get to it alphabetically. We're gotta go down the list. But, let's see. Certain drum sections are off. There. Let's see. Hard to hear certain drum sections. We'll fix that in a minute. And the bass is too loud. Alright, now that sounds pretty good, but not great. I think it could be louder. There we go. Bring up the highs just a little bit. Yeah, that's supposed to sound like one of those Brazilian drums. I can tell. And that's really quiet right there. And I don't want it to be... Oh, it's panning. Never mind. Why is that sound so quiet? Right, because the velocity is low. And I want to hear that snap more. I want it to be more powerful. Perfect. We don't want reverb on the kick, that's for sure. Maybe we do. We could do with that. I think it was on the kick in there. Yeah, so I think it sounds like it was on the kick in the original. These both sound good. That sounds pretty good, except that the delay is loud, and I think we need some tape saturation on that, maybe, because it sounds. It already sounds. It sounds pretty low quality because that's just the way the sample is, but. Let's see if we can bump it up. Oh yeah, that's much better. And then there was other toms right here. Oh wait. But that tom, that one tom, one of those toms sounds too quiet. Which might be because of the yeah, it's because of that. Let's make it just a little bit louder. Perfect. I love those tom sounds. Alright. So, what's next? Alright. We did the snare, we did up to here. This tom, I don't think this other tom is anymore in use. Yeah, no. I think that's gone. Now the claves. Whoops. Those sound pretty good. Sound like actual claves. Oh yeah, some of those are offbeat for sure. I think it's the marimba, because we never actually like did that. So let's put a wow, that's a big difference. And why is it going so fast? Jesus. Alright, so that's going to be like 200 milliseconds, so to speak. I think maybe a little less. Which one is that poking out there? Try 175. Perfect. But not so much saturation on this thing. There we go. Alright, now it's all going to come together. Wait, what was that? That was something was like super out of tune. It's not the marimbas. Oh, it's the bongo? What? Maybe the bongo shouldn't be so loud then. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the bongo then. It's out of tune. There we go. Who knew a bongo could like mess up the tune? Wow. Still sounds kind of weird, but might be still a little out of tune. Let's see. Wonder if it's so. If it sounds out of tune, does that mean like G tune will help me? So the note that it's playing is. I don't know. Yeah, that's weird. Let me see. So the note that it's playing is, that I have it playing is like, clear some of this out. About as good as we're gonna get it. Oh, the bass? Yeah, the bass is a little high. When the bass gets up to that one tuning, it kind of like messes up for some reason. So maybe it's because I have the bongo ringing out too much, because it's really short in the original. Maybe that was like the same thing, it was causing some kind of... I solved that. I just had to make it short like it is in the original. It's just on the song version. There we go. It was the marimba that was too loud. Make sure it doesn't peak so much here. bass is like seeping in there a lot too for some reason. Alright, that sounds good for that. Yeah, I think this song is complete. Let's go to bonus swing. Well, this is actually, we didn't even finish this one, or we didn't export it, but this is like part of the part of finalization. So let's do the jingles real quick. Let's see what we got. Okay, so a couple of things. Snare needs a spot. I wanted to have the same kind of reverb as the bonus stage because it's gonna be in the bonus stage. Now, what kind of reverb did I use for the bonus stage though? What impulse? I know I used Convolver. And this one needs to... All right. Mid-stage. Rear stage. Church. I think it would sound better if we used rear stage. Alright, that's good. So I used a lot of the stage settings. See, have you ever heard of the Hollow Knight OST? I have heard of the Hollow Knight OST. I don't particularly care for it that much. I much prefer the Cuphead OST. Cuphead has great music, although Hollow Knight did have some cool music too. For some tracks, they were very like relaxing and stuff. Let's see. Do you be desponsibilize? I don't know what that means. Bonus win music finally. It's just a jingle, so it's kind of part of the thing. But let's go back to save this and go back to the bonus win side and that actually sounds good like it is, but it doesn't need to be so wet. That's the thing. That's what I was missing. And I would like the delay, yeah, need some spread. And I would say that there needs to be more bass on this trumpet, but it's supposed to be a trumpet, and there's not supposed to be that much bass on a trumpet. No, it's not supposed to be a trumpet. It's supposed to be a bunch of brass, like orchestral brass. So maybe... yeah, a little bit of... a little bit of low mids on it. Let's just bring up the low mids. Yeah, because it's right now it has kind of a trombone sound. When are the songs going to be available? They're going to be available as soon as we finish the stream. I'll start exporting them all, but I'm not really going to take the time to export them right now because we're mid-stream. So they'll all be available at the end of the stream once I start exporting them, rendering them. Alright, and this strings, they have sort of a far away sound to them that I don't like. Let's see what to do about that. I think that's low velocity is what that is. Yeah. I think that's some kind of a thing that... oh, this one too. I think that's also like bad samples. It's just not bad, necessarily bad samples, but low quality samples. And here you are working. Let's see. I literally discovered, and here you are working and more. Yes, I will every week, or at least trying to do every week. I think nothing can really fix this bad sample. But let's give it some reverb real quick. That makes it a lot better. Reverb. That's what I was missing. So the pan flute is... I don't want so much of the... Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. All right. But no ferric TDS for this. Let's use again. Actually, I think for consistency, I want to like bring in the exact bass mixing from Bonus Room Blitz, which is really just, I think it's just a, yeah, it's just that and a Ferox. Let's see, anything else I want to bring out? No, the pan flute's going to be different. Nope. So it's really just the bass that needs to stay the same, because that's the only consistent instrument that comes in. Wait, what did I do? Alright, bonus win is what we want. Hi. Hey, what's up, Fabian? Hey, you think after you're doing... what do you think you're gonna do after this? Once you're done restoring the DKC soundtrack. After the DKC soundtrack, I might either recreate the soundtrack with like do covers with like actual instruments. That seems a bit ambitious because I don't really know many people that play all those instruments, so I'd have to acquire them. But either that or probably original songs actually. Yeah, I'd like to do original songs over live stream. Really get my original video, because I want to do original music for video games. That's my ultimate goal. So I want to kind of get that going. So we have like a Bob Ross, The Joy of Music kind of stream going here, showing people how to make music, or video game music rather. Just nice music, cool music. Fun music. Alright, so let's, I think, no, that's not the right thing. So let's go and mixer tracks. Bring in that, there we go. This right here. Which is nice, but I think it's because since we have a higher bass, we want to bring out the lows in there. And also take that down. Yeah, there we go. Get that rumble in the bass. And we need a mid-side EQ. even though there's no kick, I would still want to make the bass a consistent volume. Why is the trumpet so quiet? So I don't know what that's all about, but probably because the strings are so loud. Want to give the oh wait, it's already given it some. Let's say snare. Oh, here's why it sounds so quiet. Was I thinking? Jeez. All right, so now let's I need this whole thing. Let me give it another few listens. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Let me compare, see how it works. First off, it's a little more funky, like a little more on the beat. Oh wait, whoops. And the one in the original, did it have a little bit of... Yeah. See, it's like all or nothing with the attack there. But that sounds even more like the... So maybe if I think I need to put a compressor on it to like sort of give it that attack it needs. No, I don't think it works like that. Let me see if the limiter can give me a more comprehensive view of it. Comprehensive view of it, yeah. No, I don't think I can do that. I think it's just gonna have to be like that. Just gonna have to be like a piccolo like that. All right. I think everything is just supposed to have less. That's not exactly what filtering does, but that's a good idea. I might be able, if I can, most of the pluck is in the lows, I can kind of filter it out. Let's see. No, it doesn't sound right. Huh. Okay. What I can do is I can use that raw sort of can do this. Have more control. Doesn't need to be this. You know, it might be a good idea is do the this thing right here, this little number right here. There we go. Answer your phone. I didn't hear my phone ringing. I think it must have been vibrating. All right. That's kind of a good solution to that. Now this, I think, needs to be saturated. Yeah, there we go. And it needs reverb too. But I think for the drums we should use TSAR like we always do. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. All right, now, and then I didn't actually do the lose and level win sounds yet. So let's knock those out. Let's just call it, like, name this jingles. All right, so since the level, I'm pretty sure the level lose uses the same instruments. Let me see. And it froze on me. But it's a lot of this, it's mostly the same instruments. So bonus lose, let's see. So most of these tracks are going to use the same sound, so they shouldn't need much mixing. And then we have the marimba that comes in. This ought to be, let's see. Yeah, that snare again. Wait, no, not in this track. Wait a minute, not in this track either. Let's mute all these. Well, it doesn't matter if it's in this track or not. But so let's go to this and I think that was an octave higher, yeah. And I think that was actually, wait, stop. That was there's a little bit of attack on that one that I don't think was in the bonus. No, there was an attack on that one. So there was a little more attack. Which actually, I like the bigger snap on some of the faster hits, because it's like the guy, you know, the snare player hitting the snare harder. That's not that, it's not that high. No, wait, that's the bonus win. And it's lower than that. One more lower. But this one doesn't use reverb. Oh, the other one didn't use reverb either. So I guess we want it to be more subtle. You definitely don't want no reverb in it, because then it just sounds a little bad. Flute feels a little too prominent at the end. Oh wow, that set the so we've got a separate what was the oh man, what was the tempo on that? Let me see. But actually we have two so it was 90. And that's because of the that thing being there. Yeah, it does feel a little too prominent at the end. Perfect. All right. Now this part right here. Oh, looks like we've got that that thing like a little bit of silence at the beginning. So let's create a new arrangement. Let's go and trim that 1/4 of a step off. And so now we have the correct, and let's go and sort of quantize all the snares that we already copied. Why is that snare so loud? Oh, there's like a copy of it. Somehow it, oh wait, I quantized it too much. All right. All right, next one is and it's even the same panning as the piccolo, so I think this one has a full-on. So that settles that, and wow. Okay. Okay. And this must be the strings. And they're probably going to go in the long one. This one's like a longer channel. Wait a minute. Is this one the longer one? Shouldn't this one be a longer one? Or shouldn't that be a lot? Yeah, it sounds better shorter like that. There you go. Alright, so we have more strings, but they'll still be going to the same sort of effect slot. But we want it to be like higher. Alright, and sounds like just an octave marimba. So what I think I'm gonna do is there's two different kinds of marimba sounds. I think there's like a lower one and a higher one. So I think I'm gonna use corresponding lower one and higher one for a little bit different quality. And so this has a lot of like echo notes in it. Pretty much just remove every other note. Wait a minute. Not these. Oops, I think I missed one. Wait a minute. Alright, so now Control L to lengthen all the notes. And they're marimba, so all of them should have a lot of release anyway. But not that much release. Alright, and our lower marimba. So we're kind of playing octaves on the marimba. Like with both the sticks, just kind of both playing octaves. So let's go and grab because there's a lower note sample to that in the marimba sound font. So we want to go to this one and go I think that's the right octave. Yeah. See, but it sounds a lot better with that sample. I think it's the right octave. Yeah, that's it. So it's that versus. Sounds kind of weird, but I think that's because of this lower one. So let's go and give it its own track, and let's give the lower marimba a separate track. And let's bust them into this one track right here. And let's give this one delay. And what was the interval like? It was half a step. No, it was 1.5 steps. Yeah. And the panning on that was like this. But we want it to deactivate when it gets to that want it to deactivate when it gets right here. No. Let's see what y'all are saying. What do you think of the Earthbound soundtrack? I've never heard it, but I like that Smash Bros. Brawl song. That do dum da 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 dun da dun da da dun, whatever that song is. With the restored sound effects, most of the sound effects are recorded by Rare, so there's no way to restore them. Alright, so anyway, this sound. Now we also want some reverb on all this. Not much. Definitely not that much, but I like the sound of that. I like how it echoes into oblivion, but yeah. This needs some EQing for sure. You can barely hear the There we go. That sounds much better. Perfect. But now we need to now let's give it that that tape sound we know we want. And that's way louder than we need it to be. probably don't want it to be even that loud. Do you ever think a voice actor can replicate the sound effect? Probably. He can get close enough. Like, I mean, it's not that hard to make monkey sounds into a microphone. And but that bird sound is gonna take some weird stuff to recreate. But he can do it, I'm sure. If a voice actor is like, if you get someone like, what's that guy that does the sound effect, did the sound effects in the 80s? I don't know, but some people could probably do it. I couldn't do it. Now you could get but the guy that I think Kevin Bayless did it the first time, and so you can get him to do it again. I don't know. I don't think they knew exactly what they were doing the first time, but you know. Now, was that the last track? I think that was it. But those, I want those to be kind of shorter. That's already plenty short, but this one's... Yeah, there we go. Why isn't the marimba playing? Oh, I didn't put it up there. That's right. But then we forgot to configure the delay on from the Ferox. This looks like about 100. Yeah. Almost, a little more. 125. Perfect. Something missing? Ah, the strings, yeah. Which would be this right here. I think the strings need to be way spread out a little more. They need some stereo separation. There we go. Oh, that's really good. Dude. That's so good. Wait. The Kremling sound was memorable. Recreating it will be hard. I don't know. I think the bird sound is going to be harder. I mean, the Kremling sound is just like... It's just a growl. It's like a weird growl thing. But that bird sound, man, like I'd like to see somebody try to do that. Actually, I wouldn't like to see somebody try to do that because it'd be annoying. But oh my god, that bird sound must have hurt to try to do. If that's actually a voice, I'm not actually sure that's a voice. That might be a sound effect, like from a library. Doesn't that sound that sounds like perfect. I don't need to do anything else to that. That sounds beautiful. Alright, so last but not least is the Lost Life. Second to last. And of course it falls on me. Yeah, when the bird dies. Record a real bird. I ain't gonna record no real bird. That, you know what that is? That's an eagle sound. I'm not going to the mountains to record an eagle. But I'm thinking that might be a sound effect. That's probably not somebody's voice. Now that sounds so good. I don't need to do anything else. But the I'm thinking the Lost Life might have more in common with the jungle instruments. Yeah, that sounds more like, because look, this is the jungle drums. Yeah, that's jungle drums right there. That's gonna be with that's gonna go with Jungle Groove. But the level goal, that's also, yeah, that's definitely gonna go in here. Oh, it's pretty much the same thing. But you know what song I'm pretty sure it's inspired the bonus wind sound. This there was a song in the 80s called Tarzan Boy by somebody, but it had a melody that was like no 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 no, and it sounded a lot like this. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the same scale and everything. But so with that out of the way, we only have the level goal. So let's import that. Let's make sure we do it in a new track. Alright, and as always, we'll need to make a new arrangement. Let's call it level goal, level win. Alright, and let's put it, let's see, does this have any space in front of it? Yeah, has a little bit of space. Alright, so that goes to the trumpet. Bass. And this is the snare, I can already tell. And we're going to want these short notes to go to the other snare track. All right. All right, and I know that we want this to go here, and that long note to kind of come up here. But I didn't make a new track. Alright, and those level goal things we need to mute. I can tell you this one's going to need to be not that much, but all right. Let's just go through and name all these patterns real quick. It's gonna get confusing. B, wind, trumpet. B, wind, bass. B, wind, snare. B, wind, strings. Blues, snare. Blues, flute. Wait a minute. B, wind, flute. Blues, flute. Blues, bass. Blues, strings. Marimba, which is the only one that has a marimba. Oops. Oh well. Elwin, trumpet. Elwin, bass. Elwin, snare. Elwin, strings. Elwin, flute. All right. Now, boom, 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 boom. Oh, that sounds pretty perfect, actually. I Alright, let me just make sure that the velocities are consistent throughout. Alright, good, good. A little bit less, but that's fine. Let's bring that up a bit. And I have to check them for both of them, actually. Wait. Oh. This is not the same. Alright, so now the bass. Boom. 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 All the same. Trumpet. Only two. Snare. Alright, almost. And the strings. Wait, that one's not the same. Alright, now that's good. Now let's check them all back to back, see how they sound. Make sure that they sound clean and consistent. See, but the flute doesn't have that. Let's see if they sound better all the way through with that. Alright, and for see, but the flute doesn't sound right when we get to the when we get here. Oh, that's because we don't have it copied. That's right. Still sounds so perfect. I want to make sure that the Oh wait, whoops. I don't know how that happened. I think the strings there need to be louder. Now, the strings here don't need to be louder because they're a lot, I don't know, they're a lot more sustained. But here they definitely need to be louder. Don't want them to outshine the trumpet though. They should be like equal with the trumpet. Alright, that's good for me. I think that about wraps it up. Let me check that one. Perfect. Alright, so that does it for these. Now I'm going to save these as jingles. Alright, and I'm just going to delete the other one. Alright, so now we move on to Candy's Love Song. Hey, thank you. I feel like the marimba is sounding a bit off, IDK. It sounded a bit weird in the original, but it didn't sound like a marimba. But maybe we'll look at that. I'll look at that later. These horns are supposed to sound like trumpets, so let's turn down some of the lower ends a little bit. now the bass is going to start to drift, so. Whiplash. Oh man, I'm so glad someone made a reference to Whiplash. Actually, the snake sounds were just a white noise. Like the Super Nintendo had a white noise generator, and so they would just make the generator go in and out. It was just literally just white noise. It wasn't even a sample. The snare is like a in this song is like a it's a brush snare, so it's like a brush hitting the like someone hitting the snare with brushing, pretty much brushing the snare with a brush stick. Yeah, it would be possible to recreate. I mean, it's literally just white noise. It's not easy. All you do is, I could literally do that right now. Just go. So you literally just, that's kind of loud, but you literally just go. Might have to filter a little bit, but that's literally the sound. Snare at the end though, I wanted it to come up. It's already really loud. But show me that 60s organ. Sounds really raw. Alright, let's warm it up. Alright, now let's fix its drag. Oh. It's probably gonna, it looks about like 75. Maybe just start with 100. That's good. Oh, perfect. Someone's doing memes over there. Nobody, not even a single soul. Has anyone else ever thought about visiting a strip club with this song? I mean, I could see this song playing in a strip club. Like, if, you know, that would not ruin the vibe too much. Because David Wise is good at what he does. I think this is more like a strip club in the 1920s though, so maybe not, would fit too much. I'm pretty sure that song is done. Let me make sure that there is the right. I think this is the old one. Mid-side EQ. Ooh, that sounds better. All right, so that's down onto the next one. Much love from the Bahamas. Ooh. From the Bahamas. Join chat. As soon as you join the chat, I can imagine hearing this. That's funny. All right, so Cave Dweller concert. Now I've done a bit of updating this on my own, so it's gonna should sound a whole much more like. But that marimba though, it's gonna need a. I think it's in the wrong octave for sure. Oh yeah, it's all the way up there. Yes, sir. Thank you. Glad to see you here, man. Bum, 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 bum. Wasn't there supposed to be some other bongos that played here? minute. Let me see something. Nope, I guess not. But I want this to be, I want to hear the echoes less. I want it to be more subtle. Oh yeah, that sounds so much better with the marimba more solid. Is it supposed to be panned or anything? Like, no, it's supposed to be center. Now those droplets definitely need like a tape simulation. Ooh, that feedback sounds so good. Oh, it sounds so good with the tape sim. I think it's too saturated though. Why am I getting static right now? Why am I getting latency? I don't want to hear that thump so much. Like maybe it's too loud. That's what it is. Or maybe I'll just like turn it down a bit. Yeah, there we go. I don't want it. I want a little bit of a filter off the top. I don't want to hear all those. It's got to be muffled because it's in a cave. I'm hearing too much highs. And where's that reverb coming from? Is that in the sample? No, it's not. Where is that? Okay, I don't need this. Don't need this. Might need this. Huh. Wait. Where is it going to? I don't know where that was like routed to. It wasn't showing anything. But anyway, I want to change the reverb on that a bit. And I'm not sure I like this reverb for the cave. I want to try, see what TSAR can give me in terms of cave. Yeah, dark reverb. Dark reverb is best. I would die to be in the Bahamas right now. Me too, man. Come on down. The weather is nice, but that plane ticket though. Oh, what must plane tickets to the Bahamas be? From America, I'm sure it's expensive. Dun. Kind of like the metronome sound. The Game Boy version. Oh, the Game Boy version of this song was like it was like something like. Let me find a good. Oh, everything's muted. That's why. It was like. It had that bass line. It was like dum 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 dum. I like that one. It was like kind of jiggy, kind of jazzy. But yeah. But yeah, so yeah, these droplets. I'm just trying to get that reverb right. Oh, it removed reverb for everything. There was some kind of glitch that was happening here. Just kind of removed all the reverb. But I wonder if maybe if I put this like reverb in a separate bus and sort of give everything an overall the same reverb, I wonder if it would work. Because it's just one, it's like you don't really want a lot of different reverbs if it's one cave, one sound. Hold on 1 second.
Hi. Where's Johnny?
I don't know. I have to text him. Oh. Alright, so dark. Alright. That's good. That's good right there. Alright. Let's see if it works for the marimba. No? I think we just want more reverb for that, which means I have to bring it back again for here. Alright. But hey, that sounds really good, actually. Now we need more. Oh my god. Alright. That's good. I'm getting a lot of latency right now for some reason. Guess it doesn't like all that reverb I'm generating. Alright, hello from Chile. From Chile. I can't read that second sentence, but something your love your work. Yeah, I see that. Another one. Another Weon. Alright. Alright. So this marimba just needs to be louder, and let's call it marimba. That title's bugging me. And I think it just needs a... it really just needs a Ferox instead of a saturation knob, I think. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Now that bongo. Everything is, oh man, it's overloading. All right, so I'm gonna restart FL because everything is like overloading with latency. Chile equals Chile. Our country literally looks like Chile viewed on a map. What? But not the spicy pepper, something worse. Chile, Mexico, Ontario. Italy looks like a boot. Huh? I don't know about all that. But let's see. Alright. Someone's name is Histocrat. I like that. Instead of aristocrat, Histocrat. It's like history or something. Alright. So this bongo over here. That one also has, no wait, it doesn't have TSAR. Where is it going? I don't know, but I like the reverb, so we're good. And if only it were a little bit louder. Actually, I don't know. It might be... I think in this song, loud sounds are kind of the order, or quiet sounds are kind of the order of the day. What's that TSAR that's like destroying my... Oh my god. That TSAR plugin is like, when I do it on long, I can't use it. It's destroying my CPU. Alright, you can go down now. Come on. Stop. Oh my god. Alright, so it's using... I'm going to delete all this. Because... that still sounds very good. I like the nice effect. That does not sound that nice. I think the marimba sounds too distorted. That sounds much better. Look at that. But I wish that bongo had more bass. Perfect. Now why am I still losing latency? I think I need to restart it again. I need more CPU. I guess reverb is uses a lot of CPU, so. Do dum dum. Alright, so now let's see if it doesn't rack up again. Why does it skip? It does it mid. There's a cutoff, cuts off one of the delays sounds. Let's see. Ah, I see what's going on. Okay, here's what we need to do. We need to make another channel. All right. Alright, let's delete this. Now, what's kind of strange is we need to make a whole new... Well, let's actually figure out the drift of this one first. It's not going to be hard. Perfect. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make two new. Let's do this and this. What we're gonna do is have them both go into here. And then one's gonna have a different delay. But wait, this Ferox has to be on both of them, so like it has to be before the delay, so let's go and save it as untitled. Delete that, delete this, and say, okay, JB Ferox. $125. JB Ferox. $125. And then you delete this delay. But this channel will have a different timing on the delay. It's gonna have a lot longer. Alright, so that sounds good. And this we can kind of remove. That's way too quiet. Okay. My desktop is a mess. Alright. I don't like it when it's at a low velocity. The sounds kind of sound like they're not bassy enough. I wonder if that's what's happened to the bongo. Okay, something's up with that thing that keeps sending the let's remove all of the Looks like everything is routed to some kind of weird, like it's going nowhere. That's what's messing up the CPU. Alright, let's yet again restart FL. Still going. Still maxing out. Jesus. I don't know why it does that. This needs more attack. And I saw it try to load TSAR, so there's another like TSAR here somewhere. Oh, here we go. What is that? Where is that? I have nothing selected. Alright, I'm still getting latency. I think this song is something I'm gonna have to work on my own. But we're gonna take a break right here. Will you go to Mardi Gras? Yes, I definitely will go to Mardi Gras. I just got my king cake and it's almost all the way gone. But yeah, this is where we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna be back in an hour or two. Alright? And then we'll continue on with Cranky's theme.